David.
Okay. I gotta get to Pier 17.
The bridge is going to take a little bit longer than we would have liked because we'd forgotten about the French bank holidays. The entire country takes the next 2 days off to do what they call the bridge.
That's what's at the heart of infinity. The whole spinning structure, that's fucking window dressing. That's a distraction.
So this is its very heart.
How would you feel if you spent your life making your dreams a reality, only to find out that reality itself was a dream all along?
Look, I may not be real, and you may not be who you say you are, and this entire existence might be a meaningless pantomime.
I'm just noticing that I'm in the Debussy Street, and that's the maker of Clair de Lune.
So why Clair de Lune?
Welcome to Dream Life Decoded. This is a collection of real-life moments from my everyday life. These are the signs, synchronicities, messages, and revelations that show up when decoding becomes a way of being, not just something you do on the side. I'm not here to convince you of anything. This is for those who already feel the truth and want to see how it looks when it starts unfolding in real time in your own life. The more you decode, the more the universe speaks to you. And when you know how to decode, you can understand what the universe is communicating to you, and you can speak its own language. If you're ready to start decoding your own life, to step out of the illusion and consciously create your dream reality, you can join truelove.com as a member and take the Decoding Masterclass. The universe has already invited you to play. When are you going to accept the invitation? When you're ready, the door's open. Last week I made a video for my members called Catherine Wheel. It was inspired by truth that came from my decode on Katy Perry. This past week I had synchronicities of bridge, boom, moon, heart of infinity, firework or dandelion or chandelier, also ceiling fan. The following clips are from footage of these synchronicities showing you how they are interconnected and how they reveal a hidden message. Can you decode that message?
David.
Okay. I gotta get to Pier 17.
Hey, do the interview and you can do whatever the hell you want with the rest of your day.
Just handle the interviews for me. I'll talk to those guys
This
tomorrow.
has got to go on the night.
Listen, I gotta see at least right now.
David, every time we get close, you do something to mess us up.
This is different.
So David is separated from Elise, and the Adjustment Bureau is trying to keep them apart. And he just finished a speech on one side of the bridge across from Pier 17. And he crossed using a water taxi, which was yellow. So the bridge goes from him, Mercury, to her, Venus, which is the same as Chateau Diaries going from Wednesday to Friday.
The bridge is going to take a little bit longer than we would have liked because we'd forgotten about the French bank holidays. There are 2 bank holidays in early May, and whenever there's a bank holiday in France, if it falls on a midweek day, for example, a Wednesday, the entire country takes the next 2 days off to do what they call the bridge to the weekend. So if there's a bank holiday on a Wednesday, you won't see anyone back at work until the Monday. And there's a bank holiday this week and a bank holiday again next week. So it's effectively 2 weeks of 2 work days.
Are you saying there's a clone of Daly inside the game engine?
I'm saying I put a clone of Daly inside the game engine. That's what's at the heart of infinity. The whole spinning structure, that's fucking window dressing. That's a distraction. Inside there is Bob's enslaved consciousness, unable to leave, just building out infinity.
So at the heart of infinity, which is a virtual reality type game, is Bob's consciousness stuck within a spinning structure. This is how our world is built, and the god of this universe is enslaved in a spinning structure known as Saturn, or cubed consciousness, and Saturn's rings, which has trapped Uranus being the father, the true father of this creation. That's what they're telling us. I'm watching an episode of The Twilight Zone, and it's about living in a virtual reality. And this lady was told that she is actually a man who has passed on the other side. And so if she logs out, she can, but there's nothing for her on the other end. So she chooses to stay in the fake reality.
How would you feel if you spent your life making your dreams a reality, only to find out that reality itself was a dream all along? We could never know what makes something real, but today, Michelle Weaver has found meaning in an otherwise synthetic world.
I would like to rent a room for a few weeks, please.
And that's good enough for her, here in the Twilight Zone.
I don't really understand the point of this episode because it didn't really go anywhere. They just told her she isn't real and she chose to stay there. So anyway, the point is it's reflective of our reality in the sense that we're in some sort of construct and it's like a dream. And they even showed this device that was similar to what is shown in Black Mirror that is affixed to your temple and projects you into, or your consciousness into, this game or movie or dreamlike world. So what I like about it is that these shows are showing us truth in plain sight over and over and over again. And side point, I hate her suit. It's hideous.
This model is called Spitnik.
So this is its very heart.
Yes.
This is where all of the bulbs go.
That's it.
Small bayonet, it looks like. No, I think it'll look pretty boom in place.
I hear boom, boom, boom.
I may not be real, and you may not be who you say you are, and this entire existence might be a meaningless pantomime, but if you and I are going to be stuck here together, then I'm not going to let you defile that piano one moment longer.
Why's Clara at the piano? It's not in the script.
What is that?
What is she doing? What? Oh, God.
Ready?
I'm ready.
What's ruminating in
What
your
I
mind?
just no. I'm just noticing that I'm in the Debussy Street, and that's the maker of Clair de Lune, right? From our previous.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah,
Get
Debussy.
out.
Yeah.
You're on Bussy Street, though. Well, that's
So
weird.
I was distracted because we are talking about Black Mirror, and our last episode was with Clair de Lune, and that song is, yeah.
Okay. I have another synchronicity to go along with that. I was watching this horrible rom-com, and it was called Life List. And the only thing that made me pay attention to it, because it was kind of mediocre at first, and then it just went down from there. And it made me pay attention to it because the last thing on her list was Find True Love. And I was like, what? I wasn't even paying attention, and I heard like Find True Love. I'm like, what? I'm right here. I'm like, and then they started to get into her life list. And one of the things on her life list was learn to play piano, but she didn't want to just learn to play piano. She needed to learn a specific song, and the song was Clair de Lune.
Really? Wow.
I was like, what? Out of all the songs, like, why is this coming up all the time now?
I wanted to play Green Day and Fiona Apple, and you made me do Scales and Bach.
So why Clair de Lune?
It was my mom's favorite.
Your mother was a special lady.
These were a series of synchronicities that are all connected. We discussed the season 7, episode 3 of Black Mirror, Hotel Reverie, in which Clara plays Clair de Lune on the piano, and then one of my members finds herself parked on Debussy Street, and I watched a movie the night before that featured Clair de Lune. The Black Mirror episode also said this may be a play or pantomime, and the Aha video said, is this life or just a play? Then it showed the ceiling fan, the Heart of Infinity. The episode of Chateau Diaries featured a chandelier called Spitnik, which means travel companion, which links back to Katy Perry, Perry being a pear tree or pilgrim, which is a travel companion. Stephanie Jarvis of the Chateau Diaries pointed to the chandelier and said, is that the heart of the chandelier? When days earlier I watched episode 6 of Black Mirror, and that featured the Heart of Infinity, or the ceiling fan. The video I made called Catherine Wheel included Katy Perry's Firework, which is also linked to the ceiling fan or Heart of Infinity, and this was also shown in the episode of Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone episode was about a woman trapped in a video game or simulated reality dream world, as was the Black Mirror episode Hotel Reverie and USS Callister Heart of Infinity. But even the Aha video was about being between two worlds, one of which was a cartoon or a fake world. At the beginning of this video, I showed a clip from the Adjustment Bureau, which featured a bridge between Mercury and Venus, or David and Elise, which linked to a clip from the Chateau Diaries video, the same one featuring the Spitnik chandelier, and Stephanie said boom, referring to the light coming from the chandelier, which links to my Catherine Wheel video, boom, 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 brighter than the moon, which also links to a clip I saw from an SUV ramming event in Vancouver called Lapu Lapu, in which a witness said she heard boom, boom, boom. These syncs are off the hook. Are you getting syncs like this? If so, share in the comments. Thanks for watching.